Hello children, so we will continue the modal verbs topic, grammar part, page number 53. So till now we have done two modal verbs, like we learned two modal verbs. What are those? Can you remember? So one is may and another one is can. So we have seen some functionalities of the verbs may and can, right. So like that, one more verb we today learn, that is very important word, one more is, that is must. Must. So when you hear the word must, what do you remember? We think that something we have to do without fail, right. Compulsory, it shows that, so it alerts us that okay, you must do. When you hear, when the teacher says you must complete the homework, you must do it, you must do this exercise, like that, must. When you think, when you can use that, so when you need, it is compulsory, right. When you think, it is compulsory. Whenever the activity, whatever the do activity is there, when you feel that is compulsory, then we can use the verb must. Compulsion. So you must complete this work by 10 o'clock. That's what is it. You must be back by 10 o'clock. Here they give the example. Whatever the action it may be, and you fail without any failure, without any defect. If we want that compulsory, then we have to use the verb must. There is no other chance. Okay. Then another one more functionality. So one verb will be having so many functions. Then another word is self compulsion. Okay, self compulsion. So I mean, so we are restricting ourselves. Okay, I must complete this work, I must go to school regularly, I must finish this work, I must read well, I must get 100%, like that. When you declare yourself, when you restrict yourself to do certain things, for thus also you can use. Understood? Must. Then another function, no other explanation possible. When you think that there is no other explanation, there is no second thought about that activity, you have to do. So at that time you can use that is you must, when there is no other explanation possible. So you must have left the bag in the rickshaw. Okay. There is no other chance. Here it means, what the statements means, the example, let me explain this. It means that, see, you must have left the bag in the rickshaw. Someone has lost the bag. After losing their bag, so after losing their bag, so they began to think the reasons and the chances where she might have lost the bag. So after making so many sentences and so many assumptions, so finally they have declared that definitely in the rickshaw you must have left the bag. There is no other chance. So they might have examined, they might have went back and searched for the bag, they couldn't find. After that, finally they have taken decision and they are assured that the compulsory they lost the bag in the rickshaw. That's at that situations. So we can mean there is no other chance, there is no other explanation needed for that. Compulsory, you have guarantee about that. Definitely she might have lost the bag in the rickshaw. So at that situations we can use must have. Then assumption. Assumption means what? Imagining. So with our thinking. So we are not sure, but something we'll think about that. Definitely it must have like this. We can imagination, right? At that time we can use the sentence. You are not sure, but just we are guessing. Okay, guessing and assuming and making the sentence. So we can use must. You must be tired walking in the hot sun all the way. Okay, just we don't know whether the person was tired or not, just by looking at the physical appearance after walking in under the sun, in the hot sun. So we can guess that definitely the person must have tired of walking in the sunny day. Definitely right. Sunny day, that is a common thing that everyone will get tired. So by assuming, we don't know whether really that person got tired or not, but just by seeing the circumstances and based on the circumstances, situations, we are making the statement. Assumption, that is called assumption here, and at that time we can use the verb must. You must be tired walking in the hot sun all the way. Understood? Next, I'll give you so many examples. Just let me explain this. After that, in the classwork you can write another example also. I'll give you. Then estimate. So we can estimate the thing. What we can estimate? We can estimate the cost of the building, like that, right? We can estimate the cost of a big thing after purchase, before construction, before purchasing the thing. We can estimate. Suppose for example, if you want to construct a building, your father or mother had, what they will be thinking, they will be making all the expenses. After that they'll estimate a rate, a cost, how much cost it could be, right? Like that. That is that at that situation we can use must. You are not sure about that, just estimating by looking the physical characteristic. Here see, the pillar is in front of the temple, must be about 50 feet high. You are not sure about that, exactly you don't know, must be estimation. For example, if I put the pen here, we can't say how much cost it is, right? For example, how much, what is that, weight it is, we can't. For example, if I keep mobile here, just we can't say how much weight is the weight of this mobile, we can't estimate exactly, we don't know, but we can estimate the weight of the mobile, right? How much it could be, the weight of this mobile, how much it could be by holding this. Okay, this might be half kg, like that we can see 50 grams, 250 grams, something 1 kg, like that. By estimation, we are not sure about the thing, like that. At that time we can use the modal verb must. See how many functionalities of must we have seen. Compulsion we have seen, self compulsion. Then when no other explanation is needed, at that time we can go with I must. There is no other possibility, only one thing is there. At that time we can use as then must. And another functionality we have seen, assumption. Okay, assumption also there, means when you are guessing something, imagination, at that time we can. And estimation, when you are not sure about that, just estimating the things cost and all, value of that building, like that. So we can use must. These are the few functionalities of the verb, modal verb must. After that we have the exercise. So try this. Okay, then we can use so that we can have the confidence on this modal verb. I'll tell you the answers for this, but you have to try it. Before trying, you can't. Hope you understood the modal verb must. If you have doubts, you can ask me. Thank you.